Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and today we're going to be watching a speed build video. Well, more of a speed furnish a shell video. This shell was created by Joe from Pwrcpl, so if you have not checked out their channel yet, they are on both YouTube and Twitch, as well as Instagram and Twitter and all that. I think they're under Pwrcplgaming, and that's spelled Pwrcpl gaming. I will go ahead and link all of their info down below. But basically, he's given us, he took on the opposite side of the Simsy Shell Challenge, wherein he created a shell for us that we need to furnish by December 1st. So there is still time to do it. But basically, I'm just trying to figure out how to get everybody to the second level, just because his rules were don't touch the front door. So normally it's don't touch the walls, but he also added a front door in, so we struggle with the layout for a little bit. And this video will be in two parts because it took like, I don't even know how long, like 6, 8, maybe even 12 hours to finish. I know it took 4 streams to do, so, and usually my streams are a couple hours a piece, 2 to 3, so. I did decide with university coming out that I wanted to create a dorm building, and each of the pods, except the center one on the top floor, would be dorm rooms, and then the center dorm would be, or the center pod would be a bathroom with like communal showers and that kind of thing. So I didn't do a whole lot with the decorating of the dorm until university came out. So this was the day before university came out. I just wanted to figure out the floor plan, basically, and see where everything was going to go. So I laid down a few things that just to indicate where things would go, and then as soon as university came out, we replaced everything with university items. Most things with university items anyway. So that's kind of just what we're doing here. We're laying down some things, and it doesn't get too fancy in this part. But yeah, so if you haven't already, I did stream this on Twitch, so if you haven't already, definitely give me a follow on there and come check me out. We are really close to affiliate. So we need a couple more average viewers per stream. I think the total is 3 that we need. So if you have a Twitch, if you enjoy watching playthroughs and build videos, we do both. I'll probably start doing, we did do some university playthrough with my Super Sim a little bit. I think I'm gonna start doing more builds on Twitch and just more of the playthroughs on YouTube. So if you haven't already, come check me out on Twitch. Same username, the busy summer _ but yeah, so here I'm trying to figure out, so I wanted a door from each room pod into the bathroom, and then I wanted doors from each room onto each deck. So each room has 3 doors, and it actually works out okay in the end. They're all functional, which is great. And here I'm explaining, can't believe I didn't get this part out, but I'm explaining the shell challenge to someone, I think, so. Or maybe it's eyeballs, I don't know. But we took a quick break to talk eye issues, I think. There we go. So I was gonna try to give this building a normal traditional dorm feel, like just cheap doors, kind of like outdated style, but then we started decorating the rooms and I was like, So I didn't want to go all out, but then I ended up going all out in each of the rooms anyway, so whatever. So here we start laying down where the beds are gonna go. And I just use the cheap beds for now because I know that University has new beds in the pack. Not a whole lot to say about this build. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I think we end up needing to put in a elevator that's required for a dorm build, and I was having issues with that because they don't let you do more than one, but the only one, but you can only put it on one floor. And I tried building it the way that, like I searched on YouTube, I searched on Google, and there are mods and sheets for it, but there's nothing like in-game that allows you to build a functional elevator, which is absolutely insane. I hope they fix that. So there's not a whole lot of fun stuff in this part. Just, again, placing down desks. Oh yeah, and then we do the windows. I use those windows from Jungle Adventure because I feel like I've seen stuff like that on older buildings. Maybe not exactly the same, but just that style of brick design. So I was like, that would look cool on an older building, and so I used it. And then we used the the Strangerville windows as well, just because I liked the style. I felt that it fit in pretty well. And I don't know what's happening here. I think I'm explaining to one of my viewers how to blink often if you're staring at a screen and fully, because a lot of people don't blink completely when they're staring at a screen, but it's not details we need to get into now. But so yeah, we're just hanging out, talking. That's the really great thing about Twitch I really enjoy, is interacting with my viewers and with people who want to watch what I'm doing. And talk all about all sorts of stuff, about your day, about, you know, games, and just anything. It's really interactive, and you can get really fully involved with you know, your viewers, and so I really enjoy that aspect about Twitch. And here's where I decided I wanted to make all of these into decks between the rooms, just so they have shared decking, I guess. And that's kind of where we start going a little more modern, is the railings and the stairs, because I was trying to keep it a little outdated, but then we did the metal railings for the decks and the metal stair railings and all that, and it's looking a little more modern now. And then I thought I wanted to do like a study room that was central to central in the room here. And I do furnish it and everything in this part, but I think we end up getting rid of it because it just is not, it takes up too much space. I can't do with the rest of the build what I wanted to do, so. But we do end up furnishing it here. I don't have a whole lot to say today. I mean, I had a really long week. I tried to get 36 hours in 3 days done because I had Monday off and then I ended up taking Friday off, which apparently I didn't cut out this break. Anyway, so on Friday I took the day off because my grandma had a book talk. She released a new book. She just writes about family history, like a genealogy and like tall tales told by, you know, family members or exaggerated stories or whatever. So I went to that, and she lives in the southern part of the state, and it takes about 5 hours to get down there. So that's what I did on Friday, and it was a lot of fun. I'm really glad I went. But yeah, so I ended up getting like 33.5 hours or something like that in at work in 3 days, and that was exhausting. I had intended on staying late Wednesday, but I just couldn't do it. It was a bad day. It was a very bad day. We go a little modern with the tables here too. We do the glass top with the weird shaped metal stands. So I'm here, I'm just welcoming the new viewers who popped in. But yeah, so anyway, we had a great time at the book talk. She just talked, she did a few reading, like, she read a few of the stories, at least the beginnings, to kind of hook people, and it was really fun. It seemed like she had a lot of fun as well. So it was great to kind of see her get involved with, you know, her community and enjoy talking to people about her book. So life goals right there. And then, so here I'm just trying to decide what to put into this little nook. Like I said, we demolish it all anyway, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Guess I could have cut this part out, but it's fine. Change the chairs and put a lot of green and yellow in this build, and I don't know if it's because I grew up in Fort Collins, home of the CSU Rams, and their colors are green and gold, and so it might have been subconscious, I'm thinking, but there is a lot of green and yellow in this build. And I did not do that on purpose, but I'm just now noticing and remembering for the rest of the things that I put in, the rest of the way that we furnish, at least in the common areas, lots of green and lots of yellow. So I'm not sure what we're doing here. Just chatting. Okay, so I think we're on to the next day when university comes out. Oh yes, we got the toilet stalls, which ended up being way too big for the room that we had put up. So we end up just getting rid of everything in the room and reimagining the bathroom here. And it's a tight fit with those stalls, but we end up doing it. And I feel like I would have been able to take up less room if I created my own bathroom stalls. Just with a toilet and walls. Especially those prison toilets from Get to Work. I feel like I would have been able to save a lot of room, but I wanted to use university items, so I didn't worry too much about that. But we create showers, and then I find here the standalone shower head, which I've been wanting one of those for a long time in this game, just so we can create our own showers. And so here, yeah, we end up, I think we put in archways and then curtains over the archways so that, you know, they can close the curtains if they want to. While they're showering. So we're just looking through the curtains here and trying to figure out which one would be best. I ended up having a really hard time trying to get those curtains on there, but we eventually figure out that we can put a wall in archways and then put the curtains over the archways. And eventually we find the right curtains, but it was kind of a struggle there for a minute. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to say. I really did enjoy this build a lot. So thank you to Joe from Pwrcpl for creating this shell. I thoroughly enjoyed going through and making something out of it, especially with university coming out. As soon as he made the pods on top, I was like, I can make dorm rooms out of this. I will also, I think they have uploaded the video of Joe making the shell for the challenge, so I will also link that down below in case you guys want to check that out as well. I don't remember if I already said that or not. I'm just trying to figure out things to keep talking about during this video. And it's kind of funny, he named it Up Sheets Creek, as in like a bed sheet, Up Sheets Creek. Which is really funny. I think it's funny. So I did put those heat registers in because I felt like it helped the dorm feel a little bit outdated, but then I ended up getting rid of them for space purposes, which was kind of unfortunate, but we might do a build later on that's just like cheap dorm, like old-timey, not old-timey, but like I said, outdated, kind of dilapidated type thing. Because there are dorm buildings like that out there. So in this part of the stream, was extremely active. I had like 10 people in my viewers and like 5 or 6 or even 7 in my chat. And I want to express again how grateful I am to, oh yeah, and somebody donated. I think 2 people donated during the stream. So I just want to say how grateful I am again that the community it was just a whole bunch of people that I had popped into their streams or hosted or rated just out of fun. They all kind of like converged on my stream on this day and made me feel really just loved and like I had a community in this Twitch world, which was a lot of fun. So we all hung out and chat and just had fun kind of building the, oh yeah, and then I used I had a lot of fun with that. I used the water stains from Strangerville as well. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, it's a really great community. Once you get going on Twitch, I mean, I was very flattered that people had pretty much everybody I've ever talked to on Twitch just all at once decided to come in and hang out and chat, so that was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and here we are using the new university beds. So here's the thing, before university came out, the bunk beds were functional. In the old Salt house, I had built bunk beds, and that wasn't that long ago. It was maybe a month or 2 ago, and they were functional. My kids could use them. Well, with university, I thought, okay, well, this will be good. They'll be functional because they were in the old Salt house, so it's not that big of a deal. Started my playthrough where I put my sim into the Bright Chester dorms, the Up Sheets Creek dorms, and they're no longer functional, which stinks. So I don't know if they're gonna add bunk beds to a patch or another pack or what, or if they're gonna fix that bug, but I was really sad because I created some really cool loft beds in this build that people could not use, Sims could not use. And here I am just trying to figure out how to make the beds look like they're not floating. Here we go. This is where the room really starts coming together. And I'm really proud of this room. I'm actually really proud of all the rooms. But we create kind of a divider on each of the loft beds, so that our Sims can get a little privacy. So I was just trying a few tricks there, but I couldn't really get it quite right, and we had to leave a little bit of space. Otherwise the wall divider snapped onto the wall, which is not what I wanted, but we hang some curtains as dividers to kind of help with the privacy. Trying to decide if the black wall dividers are good or not, but I don't remember if I keep them. So here we're just checking out some of the descriptions on the new items. The lawyer-y desk chair, which is really fun. And then we go back to the bathroom because I decided I was done with that room for now. I couldn't decide where to put the second bed there, the second loft. And we're back in the bedroom. So I guess I could talk about university playthrough. I'm really enjoying it so far. The only thing is that I don't know. I don't know if it's the game, because I've seen other people play it on YouTube and it seems to be pretty fine. They have some of the same bugs I do, but I find it a little bit laggy. Like the game lags just a little bit when you're on campus. If you go to school from home, it's not that bad. But if you're living on campus, it seems to just lag quite a bit. Right here we're trying to figure out the curtains because they keep sticking up through the floor. So that's one part that kind of stinks. Like my sim, and I'll upload, there's a couple stream videos I'll upload. They're a few hours long a piece, but you'll see there my sim will stand around for like 2 hours and not do anything, even though she's got stuff in her queue to do. Or like the game won't notify us that class is about to start until class has started, and then it'll say class is about to start, or class for Heather will start in an hour, even though it's already starting. And so we end up going to class late, and it won't give us the option to actually hit the button to go to class, because if you go to your class menu under, like as if it's a career, if you hit that button for your work schedule or class schedule, you can see all your classes, and if it's time for class, like if your class is currently in session, there's the button that says go to class. Well, that button wouldn't show up until the game recognized that the class was already in session, even though it was time for class, and it was just this complicated, like, obnoxious situation. So I had and that's when I had her living in this dorm that we were building here. But I eventually, because I got so irritated with all of the glitches and bugs and just the lag time, that I ended up having her purchase her house back and move back into her house, and then things went so much smoother. Like, there wasn't as much interaction with people in campus and all of that. But the goal was to get her a degree and get her an A+. So I think I'm gonna do a separate, first of all, I want to do a separate stream where the sim is focused solely on like sports and parties and stuff, and not so much on their schoolwork, and see how that goes. So that'll be a separate save file. But I also want to take our super sim back to university after she gets her literature degree, and have her take like half a course load and be more involved in campus activities, sports, clubs, societies, that kind of thing, debate teams, just for a term and see how it goes, maybe 2 terms, and then we'll go back to the grind and take on a full schedule and that kind of thing. So it's all in the works. I know that the videos I've been uploading have been really long. they've been my longer streams, and I apologize, but I wanted to kind of kill two birds with one stone and get it all done at once. We will go back to our regularly scheduled 30 to 50 minute videos for Super Sim and Legacy, and what's the other one? 100 Baby Challenge. We will go back to those. I'm thinking maybe not this weekend, but the next one, because I am working this weekend, and it's gonna be kind of rough to get all those videos out this week. I can try though. I can definitely try. But that's what I'm aiming for. So I do stream on the weekends. Some Fridays, not this Friday because I'll be working Saturday, but then Saturdays I stream later, like I think 8 to 10 or 6 to 10, something like that. Sundays I try to do 2 to 8, and then Mondays 12 to 3:30. If you follow my Twitter, which is at the bottom of the screen there at Busy Summer, I will announce if I'm going to be late or if I can't stream or if I'm going to do an early stream, that kind of thing. So definitely follow me there if you'd like to know when I'm streaming, or even when a new video comes up. Definitely I'll be announcing that as well. And I didn't think that those showers were gonna work with those caddies on the walls, because they're literally like one square tile, these showers are. I thought they were gonna get in the way, but they're actually functional. As small as they are functional. So I was super happy about that. Now we're just trying to figure out what else we can clutter up our rooms with. So we start on this room, which I'm super excited to go through with you guys, because this one ends up being even crazier than the last one. I really like the last one. I am thoroughly pleased with the way that the color schemes came out with the teals and the blues. I did not think I'd be able to get that room to match at all, but it did. So I'm very pleased with the way that came out. And I figured this room, with the theme I give it, the color scheme I give it, these girls would be very close and wouldn't care for a barrier between their beds, so I gave them full-on bunk beds. Again, which are not, the top one will not be functional. And I did give them a fireplace, because I thought, you know, I end up calling it the Upsheets Luxury Dorms. Just because it ends up being ridiculously decked out and fancy. But yeah, I wanted to kind of spoil the kids in this room a little bit and give them both desks and a fireplace, and just go all out for them. So we put those desks together, and I don't remember if I can put computers on them or not, but you don't see it yet, but this room ends up being really awesome. Oh, and Amanda, she's one of the streamers I watch pretty religiously, and she rated my stream during this, and the stream was already active as it was, but then she rated, and it was like, oh my god, there's so many people here. I was pleasantly surprised, very pleased, and felt like like almost I couldn't handle it, but it was amazing. So I thank her. I don't think she has a YouTube yet, or she has any Sims content on YouTube, but definitely check her out on Twitch if you haven't. She's pretty chill. She has some awesome, very relaxing streams. And she always, it's funny because she, every time I come to stream, come to her stream, she sings my name. Not Heather, but Simmer. She'll be like, Simma! And she'll go on for like 10 seconds and it's amazing. And so she finally rated my stream and came in, and I think she's been in my stream before, but never for too long because I think she has a lot to do, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna sing you a song, and then I was like, I wonder if, because we were playing Spotify, my Spotify playlist, I was like, I wonder if there are any songs called Amanda out there. And so I searched and we played Boston. And apparently she really loves Boston, so it worked out really well. And so we just looked for some music, and it was a good time, for sure. And apparently I like rocking in this chair. I'm watching my own self do that in the which you can't see, but in the fast forwarded video, I'm like, and then I found myself just doing that just now, so I should try to quit doing that. Yeah, I wanted to put a bunch of those string lights everywhere as well, but I couldn't really... I mean, I did put them everywhere, but not all the places I really wanted to. And this room is really starting to come together, but apparently I took a break to chat with everybody, look up some music. I did sing on stream a little bit. That was embarrassing, but fun also. And then I just kind of wanted to put these beads everywhere as well. I think we end up putting butterflies, like butterfly stickers, all over the bathroom door there. Oh, yep, here we go. So there's not really much else to talk about. I mean, I can talk over and over again about Twitch and streaming, and it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy the community I've become a part of there and all that stuff, but there's only so many times I can say that before it starts sounding like preaching. It's just a lot of fun, and if you haven't yet, you should join one of my streams one of these days. It's a good time. And then I found out that these string lights came in different colors. Not really colors I would use, but one of them was purple, so... I'm actually really pleased with the way this bathroom came out. We put up hand towel dispensers, and they're called hand sanitizer dispensers in the game, but we can pretend they're soap dispensers. But I don't think there's a whole lot left in this video. At the end of the next video, because we're gonna do 2 parts, I think I'm showing someone the rooms that we've built. Oh, we forgot. That's right. I forgot to put dressers in the room. I was like, no! But anyway, so the next part, at the end of the next part, there will be pictures. And then I will also upload a video that takes a first-person tour through the build. So you will be able to see not just pictures, but like a first-person view of everything. I thought that was kind of interesting, but it'll be separate from these two videos for sure. I will, once that's up, I will link that below. I don't remember. I think we do finish this room in this video, and then we call it quits. Because that night I had an epiphany for what the next two rooms should be, and I was really stoked and excited about it. So we made this room very girly. It's very pink and white and gray. I wanted to incorporate browns, but it didn't end up really happening. I wanted to keep it a lighter color, like happier style room. I wanted to do a pink wallpaper or a wall painting, but it just all of them were too... Oh, I did end up doing it. Okay. I thought... Because I remember that Pepto-Bismol colored one, the like icky pink. I remembered that, and I think I had thought we didn't go with it, but then there was this more muted pink. Not really muted, but just calmer. Do the mirrors and the dresser, and I wanted to do a little poof seat area. And I do end up going with that black and white flower rug because I felt like it fit more and there was less. So there aren't very many browns in this build, or in this room, and there is less pink on the rug, and there's a lot of pink in the room, so I felt like it just fit a lot better. So lots of pinks and grays. And I wanted to hang lights on the fireplace, but it just didn't work out that way. I really need to get that red shelf mod. I think that would help me greatly. Yeah, that fan does come up through the roof, but we end up putting an actual roof over it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I am in love with that paper lantern with the cherry blossom tree on it. I think that's just so pretty. I just wanted to find little things to clutter the room with, like cutesy, kind of organized looking things. I wanted the room to look cutesy cluttered, but also organized. I'm just looking at the chat. Mims was saying goodnight and I didn't see it for a while and I was like, oh no, I missed it. But she was still there, so. It worked out, and that's the end of that, apparently. I hope you guys enjoyed that speed build. Sorry I didn't have a whole lot to talk about, but that was part 1 of 2, so look for, I'll put all the links to all of my platforms and Twitch and all that in the description. Don't forget to look for the shell from Pwrcpl. Just search hashtag Pwrcpl on the Sims 4 Gallery. It'll pop right up. It's the one with the 5 pods on the 2nd floor. Real easy to find. I'll link the video of him making that down below if it's up. And until next time, until part 2, happy simming.